Welcome to my world history notes, where I read from the book I wrote to teach homeschoolers world history. A Bible believer looks at world history. You can purchase it on lulu.com, amazon.com, at the Bible Baptist bookstore, or just follow me here. So, if you would subscribe to my channel, we're gonna talk about a couple of things today as far as backing up to the beginning of the 1600s and moving forward. So, just bear with me. Um, we're going to talk about Jamestown. Now, Jamestown, the beginning of the Old Dominion state of Virginia, we're told by Samuel Eliot Morison in the Oxford History of the American People, was founded in 1607 under the authority of King James I, at the same time that the French trading post of Port Royal, Nova Scotia, was being virtually abandoned. Champlain in 1608 then began under the Rock of Quebec on the St. Lawrence River, the first French post in the Americas designed to be an important city. In 1609, Henry Hudson sailed the Hudson River in New York, the first time for any European since Verrazano in 1524, in the Dutch vessel, the Half Moon, which ushering in the short-lived Dutch Empire in the Americas. The English and the French had the most lasting empires next to Spain in this part of the world. In 1620, a band of self-named pilgrims landed on the shores of a part of Virginia, which had just been renamed New England. Their colony was known as New Plymouth and was the second focal point of the English American Empire. A third was established in 1625 on the Caribbean island of St. Kitts, Port Royal, for the French, was revitalized by a lady in waiting to the Queen of France, Madame de Guercheville, who paid the bills to reoccupy the post. Her employees also set up a missionary station at Mount Desert in the present day state of Maine in 1613, which was wiped out by an expedition from Virginia. Of course, Virginia included a lot more territory than the state now, as far as what the British claimed, under a Captain Argall. He then enforced the same punishment on Port Royal to let the French know that the continent truly belonged to England. In the St. Lawrence River Valley, excuse me, the French and the Dutch had already taken sides in the conflicts between the Iroquois and the Huron Indians, and the King of Spain was close to attacking Jamestown. The four prominent European nations that claimed territory in the Americas were constantly fighting over their claims. With the loss of the Roanoke colony, the English had learned that founding a colony was expensive business. Sir Walter Raleigh had lost a large fortune in his colonizing efforts. The first 12 of the English colonies and all the English island colonies, except Jamaica, have been founded by private companies, with them starting as trading posts and colonized by employees. The first English colony to be purely agricultural from the beginning was Bermuda in 1612, as there were no natives to trade with other than a few hogs left by the Spanish. Since this is not a study of American history, I'm going to narrow the focus down to the geopolitical implications of the American colonies. England considered itself overpopulated, wanted a market for its woolen manufacturers, needed precious metals like gold, wanted to produce commodities like olive oil and wine, and which until now it had to buy at a great cost, wanted a short route to the Indies, India and China, and wanted to propagate Protestant Christianity and keep the Roman Catholic Church from proselytizing the entire population of North America. It was understood that any English settlement had to have English law and English liberty, Morrison tells us. The first charter of the Virginian Company declared that the colonists and all of their descendants would have all the liberties afforded to an Englishman. These became fighting words in the 1770s. We're going to discuss European politics next before we go to Africa and then back to the Americas. So I hope you'll study world history, come to your own conclusions. Of course, they won't agree with you, won't agree with me. You might even be offended by what I say, but you should know and have these things, study these things yourself. Thank you.